چلیں ٹھیک ہے جی. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. سب سے پہلے تو یہ بڑی خوشی کی بات ہے کہ ہم نے اردو IVPD کروا لیا ہے اور ہمارے پاس بہت سارے ایکسپیرینس ہے اب، اور ہمیں جو مشکلات اردو IVPD میں نہ ہونے کے برابر چیدہ کچھ پیش آئیں، ان کو ہم نے ٹھیک کرنے کے دوران یہ ہنر سیکھ لیا ہے کہ یہ IVPD جو ہے انگلش والا، اس کو مزید بہتر کیسے کرنا ہے. تو ہمارے لیے یہ بڑی خوشی کی بات ہے. آپ میں سے جو لوگ اردو والے ہمارے IVPD میں حصہ لے چکے ہیں اور انگلش والے میں وہ بھی حصہ لے رہے ہیں، تو ان کے لیے یہ اور زیادہ حوصلہ افزا بات ہے. میں ان سب کو ویلکم کہتا ہوں، خوش آمدید کہتا ہوں ہمارے سالانہ IVPD جو انگلش کا ہے اس میں. اور میں ان سب سے یہ گزارش کرتا ہوں کہ جن لوگوں نے پہلے اردو IVPD بولا ہے، وہ لوگ ذرا اس سسٹم کو جانتے ہیں آسانی سے، تو وہ اپنے ٹیم میٹس کو گائیڈ کر سکتے ہیں، ان کو بتا سکتے ہیں کہ کس طریقے سے انہوں نے اس کو کرنا ہے. بریک آؤٹس روم جو ہیں ان میں کس طرح جانا ہے، سارا پروسیس وہ ایک دوسرے سے شیئر کر سکتے ہیں. تو قدرے اب آسانی ہو گئی ہے، وہ حسل اب نہیں ہے جو اردو IVPD سے پہلے مجھے دیکھنے میں آئی تھی کہ سارے لوگ کوسچن کر رہے تھے ایک دوسرے سے کہ کس طرح سے یہ ہوگا، کیسے کریں گے. اور نور اور ابراہیم خاص طور پہ یہ دونوں بار بار کروا رہے تھے، آن لائن بتا رہے تھے آپ سب کو کہ کس طریقے سے اس کو آپ نے بریک آؤٹ رومز میں کیسے جانا ہے، ایک روم سے دوسرے روم میں کیسے جانا ہے، سارا پروسیس بتا رہے تھے. تو اب بھی یقیناً آپ کو دوبارہ یہ پروسیس بتایا جائے گا. آپ لوگوں میں سے کچھ لوگ نئے بھی ہوں گے جو اس سے آگاہ نہیں ہوں گے، لیکن جو لوگ پرانے ہیں وہ باقیوں کو سپورٹ کر سکتے ہیں، سکھا سکتے ہیں. جیسا کہ میں نے پہلے بھی کہا تھا کہ ہمارا جو سب سے زیادہ میرے لیے اور ابراہیم کے لیے دکھ کی بات ہے وہ یہ ہے کہ ہمارا سارا سال وہ کرونا کی نظر ہو گیا ہے. اور میرا پچھلا آدھا سال بھی کرونا کی نظر ہو گیا تھا، عبداللہ محسن کا اور میرا. تو اس صورتحال میں ہم جو کچھ بھی کر رہے ہیں، یہ جو IVPD ہم آن لائن کروا رہے ہیں، اگر ہم اس کو حقیقت کی نظر سے دیکھیں تو دراصل ہم مجبوراً یہ کروا رہے ہیں، کیونکہ اور کوئی راستہ نہیں ہے ہمارے پاس. ہم فزیکلی اگر کنڈکٹ کروا سکتے ہوتے تو ہم ضرور کرواتے. اب ہم مجبوراً کیوں کروا رہے ہیں؟ مجبوراً ہم اس لیے نہیں کروا رہے کہ ہمیں کوئی اس کے لیے پے کرتا ہے تو ہم یہ ہمارے لیے کروانا لازمی ہے. ہم اس لیے کروا رہے ہیں کیونکہ یہ ہمارا شوق ہے. اور شوق جب بھی آپ کو کسی سمت کوئی سمت دیتا ہے، کسی سمت لے کے جاتا ہے، تو وہ چیز ہمیشہ بڑی پروڈکٹیو ہوا کرتی ہے، وہ بڑی تعمیری ہوا کرتی ہے. یہ چیزیں جو ہم اب کر رہے ہیں بڑے مشکل وقت میں ہم کر رہے ہیں، یہ چیزیں اگلے وقتوں میں جا کے ہمیں بڑا سپورٹ کریں گی اور ہمارا بڑا فخر بنیں گی، ہمارا مان ہوں گی یہ چیزیں کہ ان میں سے ہی لوگ ایسے ایسے ٹرین ہو کے نکلیں گے کہ جو اگلے سالوں میں مجلس مباحث کا مستقبل بنیں گے انشاءاللہ تعالی. تو یہ بڑی خوشائند بات ہے. مجھے اس بات کی خوشی ہے کہ ہم نے بہرحال کسی طور بھی یہ اپنی عقل کا دامن ہاتھ سے نہیں چھوڑا اور اپنے شوق کا دامن ہاتھ سے نہیں چھوڑا کہ ہم پھر بھی کہیں نہ کہیں کچھ نہ کچھ کروانے میں لگے ہوئے ہیں. ڈیکلیمیشن، پارلیمنٹری ڈیکلیمیشن کا ہمارا بڑا مین ایونٹ IBD ہو گیا الحمدللہ. فزیکلی ہم نے کروا لیا. ہماری سانس اٹکی ہوئی تھی 16 تاریخ کو، بھی ابراہیم جانتا ہے کہ ہماری سانس اٹکی ہوئی تھی، گلے میں اٹکی ہوئی تھی، جیسے جان حلق میں پھنس جاتی ہے کہ اگر یہ جو میٹنگ ہو رہی ہے 16 کی شام کو، اس میں کوئی فیصلہ آ گیا تو 17 کو ہم جو ایونٹ کروائیں گے، وہ اگرچہ ہم 17 کو فائنل کروا بھی لیتے لیکن اس کا وہ لطف نہ آتا جس لطف سے ہم نے اب ہم کروانے کے لائق ہو سکے. تو وہ ساری گیدرنگز، وہ سارے ماحول ہم نے دیکھے. اب ڈیکلیمیشن کا مین ایونٹ ہم نے کروا لیا، پارلیمنٹری کا مین ایونٹ ہمارا آ رہا ہے 25th پارلیمنٹری ہمارا، جو ہم میری پوری کوشش ہے کہ میں اس کو یہاں تک ڈیلے کروں کہ یونیورسٹی دوبارہ کھل جائے، لیکن اب لا محالہ اب دیکھیں نا ہمارے پاس آن لائن کی آپشن تو موجود ہے ہی ہے. اب آن لائن کی آپشن کے ہوتے ہوئے ہم جتنا ڈیلے کر سکے ہم کوشش کریں گے اس کو ڈیلے کرنے کی، لیکن اگر ایک وقت ایسا آیا کہ ہمیں محسوس ہوا کہ نہیں اب کوئی دوسرا راستہ بچا نہیں ہے تو پھر ہمیں آن لائن کروانا پڑے گا وہ بھی. تو یہ اچھی بات ہے کہ ہمارے پاس اس کے لیے بھی ایکسپیرینس ہے.
جو بھائی آپ کا مائک میوٹ ہو گیا ہے.
اوہ سوری.
سر آواز نہیں آ رہی.
جی جی. تو اب ہمارے پاس الحمدللہ ایکسپیرینس بھی ہے، تو اس ایکسپیرینس کو ہم وہاں بھی استعمال کریں گے. پھر ہمارے اور بھی ایونٹس ہیں، ہمارا مشاعرہ بھی ہے، ہمارا پنجابی ٹاکرا بھی ہے، تو ہم انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ کوشش کریں گے کہ یہ ساری چیزیں ہم فزیکلی اگر نہیں بھی کروا سکتے تو آن لائن کروا سکیں. اب سبسکرپشن کا بھی ہمیں پتہ چل گیا ہے، ابراہیم صاحب کو کچھ زیادہ پتہ چل گیا ہے، تو یہ بڑی خوشی کی بات ہے. بہرحال پارلیمنٹری ایک بڑی مختلف ڈیبیٹ ہے. جتنا میں جانتا ہوں پارلیمنٹری کو، اس میں آپ کو جو موضوع دیا جاتا ہے اس موضوع کی مناسبت سے آپ اپنا کیس تیار کرتے ہیں، پھر اسے دلیل سے آپ ثابت کرتے ہیں، اور پھر دلیل کو بھی آپ مثالوں سے واضح کرتے ہیں. تو یہ ایک بڑا ڈفرینٹ سٹائل آف ڈیبیٹ ہے. اگر آپ لوگ اس میں بڑے شوق سے اس میں پارٹیسپیٹ کر رہے ہیں اور اس میں آپ کو سیکھنے کا موقع مل رہا ہے، تو آپ لوگوں کی اطلاع کے لیے عرض ہے کہ پارلیمنٹری ہمارے جتنے سینئر ڈیبیٹرز ہیں وہ بڑے کامیاب ہیں اپنی زندگی میں. وہ آگے جا کے مقابلے کے امتحانوں میں بیٹھیں یا کسی اور شعبے میں جائیں، انہیں بات کرنے کا ہنر آ جاتا ہے اور وہ یہیں سے سیکھ کر جاتے ہیں. آپ ہمارے سینئرز میں ذوالقرنین چھینا ان کو دیکھ لیں، آپ سعد الحسن کو دیکھ لیں، آپ کیا کہتے ہیں ان کو، سردار جنید صاحب کو دیکھ لیں. سردار جنید صاحب سے مجھے یاد آیا کہ ہم ان کا سیشن بھی رکھوانا چاہ رہے تھے ابراہیم صاحب، ہمیں یاد بھی نہیں رہا کہ اردو ہمارے پارلیمنٹری میں ان کا سیشن رکھنا تھا، لیکن اب مجھے یاد آ گیا، تو اب انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ کوشش کرتے ہیں کہ اس میں ان کا سیشن رکھ لیں. ٹھیک ہے. تو بہرحال جی یہ بڑی ہیلپ فل جو ہے نا وہ ایکٹیویٹی ہے. آپ سب بڑی داد کے مستحق ہیں. اللہ تعالیٰ آپ کو کامیاب کرے. اور پھر میں آپ سے یہ کہوں گا کہ اگر کوئی بھی آپ لوگوں کو مسئلہ ہوتا ہے، کسی قسم کا کوئی ایشو آتا ہے، تو نور یہاں موجود ہے، یہاں ابراہیم موجود ہے، خصوصی یہ دو لوگ موجود ہیں، تو آپ ان دونوں سے بات کر سکتے ہیں، رابطہ کر سکتے ہیں. اور پھر اگر کوئی کام بالکل ہی آپ سمجھیں کہ نہیں ہو رہا ان سے بھی، تو آپ مجھ سے بھی کہہ سکتے ہیں، تو پھر ہم اس کو کس طرح کرنے کی کوشش کریں گے. لیکن امید ہے کہ ابراہیم جو ہے نا وہ سب چیزوں کو دیکھ لے گا انشاءاللہ تعالی. تو بہرحال آپ سب لوگوں کے لیے نیک تمنائیں ہیں، دعائیں ہیں، اللہ تعالیٰ آپ کو کامیاب کرے. اب میں جو مائک ہے وہ جو شمع محفل ہے وہ دبیر اعلیٰ صاحب کی طرف بڑھاتا ہوں، وہ جو بھی کہنا چاہیں وہ کہہ سکتے ہیں. بہت بہت شکریہ آپ لوگوں کا.
آپ کا بہت بہت شکریہ زہیر بھائی. میں نے صرف کچھ چیزیں ہی کہنی ہیں بیفور میں نور کو مائک دوں گا، تاکہ وہ آپ لوگوں کو پارلیمنٹری ڈیبیٹس کے حساب سے اور ایشینز کے فارمیٹ کے حساب سے تھوڑا سا بتائے about everything and how things are going to be handled. There are 4 things that I would want to talk about, particularly within the context of IBPD English. The first would be in regards to the team leaders themselves and what they mean to IBPD. Team leaders aren't specifically competitors within IBPD. Jiska matlab ye hai ke they're not necessarily detached from the management body of IBPD. They are part of the management, and they're going to actively help and support me and Noor while we're going to be handling all of the technical or otherwise important facilities as well as decisions that need to be made or things that need to be done in terms of how IVPD is going to be managed, how it's going to be run, all of those things. So team leaders themselves need to understand this, as well as teammates should understand this as well. So if there are problems that you're facing, primarily you should contact your team leader, and your team leader will try to resolve the issue on their end for you. If the team leader does not, they're not able to give you a sufficient answer, they're not able to solve your issue, then you bring it to either me or Noor, and we'll be able to solve it for you regardless of whatever it is. And of course, if it's something that goes even beyond us, then of course you can also go and talk to Zohaib Bhai. Within this, there's also a second element, and that's the equity policy that we'll be discussing in more detail on the day of the event. And just before that, within the technical briefings that we'll give you about the entire competition. The equity policy basically, and what equity absolutely is treating everyone within the competition. This includes other participants, this includes your team leaders, this includes the management, this includes me, the judges, it includes all the observers as well that will be in that Zoom call as a whole. All of these people from your side, you should treat with utmost respect, humbleness, and you should cater to them in a way that you are not discriminating towards them for whatever reason. It could be based on their language, it could be based on their ethnicity, it could be based on their religious affiliation, it could be based on their gender. That is, all of these factors are things that we protect at IVPD English. We do not want you to be discriminatory towards anyone based on any of these facets of their existence. And if you are, you will immediately be removed from the competition. You will not be invited to future events that the Debating Society will host. And if the matter is so egregious, we will even take the matter up with the Vice Chancellor or other authoritative bodies within the university. So please make sure that you are not disrespectful towards any of your teammates, especially those that come from, minority groups or that might be historically, disenfranchised. So all of that is something that you need to keep in mind throughout this process. The second thing that I want to talk about is the rotation policy that we're going to be applying for IVPD. As you might have noticed that each team has 4 members, 4 teammates, and 1 team leader. The rotation policy then, Noor, please make sure that people are muted.
Oh yeah, they are. And
Chalo, okay. Okay, so what is the rotation policy? The rotation policy is basically that the team leaders can stay constant within the 4 matches that are going to happen. However, any one speaker can only speak 2 matches through the preliminary rounds. What this means is, and I'll explain it with an example, that if, for example, I am the team leader, Ibrahim Naim, and I have 4 teammates, Shahjahan Tahir, Munibur Rahman, Iza Kamar, and Noor, this means that I can only use Shahjahan for 2 out of the 4 preliminary rounds. Similarly, for everyone else, I can only use them for 2 rounds. So in the first round, for example, I decide as the team leader that I want Iza and Shahjahan to speak with me. That would be 1 round that will be completed for both of the speakers. So now Shahjahan and Iza both have spoken 1 round. Then for the second round, if I want Munib and Noor to speak with me, then for that round, their 1 round of a match would have been completed. This means that all 4 of my speakers now have 1 round that they have spoken. In the third round, if I then again want Shahjahan and Iza to speak with me, that will complete their 2 rounds that they're allowed in the rotation policy. So in the third round, if I speak with Shahjahan and Iza, I can no longer use them for the 4th round, in which I will have to use Munib and Noor. Why did we do this? The reason why we did this is simple, because we want to ensure that each and every person within English IVPD has the opportunity to speak. there is something that we recognized in most of the parliamentary camps that we held within university, was that because competitions come at such a rapid pace, we want to keep our senior speakers as trained, as non-rusty, as experienced as possible. And for that, we have to continuously get them to speak. This is why a lot of novice speakers simply do not get the opportunity to speak in these camps and start to learn, which is why IVPD is so important, because it gives you a platform to learn. It is for this reason that we place this rotation policy. There are two things that are important here. A, the team leaders themselves should ensure that the rotation policy is being followed on their end. Since the first point, which was that you guys are managers in and of themselves, you have a responsibility to teach your novice speakers along the way throughout IVPD, and hence you should directly engage with them and make sure that each one has the opportunity to speak and the environment is as inclusive as possible. The second bit of information here is that teammates, if your team leader does not give you an opportunity to speak, then you reach out to us and we will enforce a decision on that team leader that he has to or she has to make you speak. So do not believe that if the team leader isn't allowing you to do so, then you can't approach us, and that's not an equity violation. That will definitely be counted as an equity violation in that regard. So I hope the rotation policy for a lot of you people is clear. The final caveat to the rotation policy, of course, is the instance in which someone has backed out. The thing is that we already have multiple different individuals waiting in reserve that will replace you in the instance where someone has backed out of a team and can no longer speak around. That is to say that according to the rotation policy, if, for example, Noor had to speak a match, but now Noor isn't available to me as a team leader to speak, then I will get a reserve speaker that will speak for Noor in that particular match. However, there's other caveats here. Of course, in an instance where the reserves have also been all of the reserves have been utilized, no one else is left who wants to speak or can speak within that round, and you are left with one person has left your team or two people have left your team. In that instance, the rotation policy will switch. We will not be imposing it as hardline as we were before. However, this is only in the instance where there is no other option, there are no other reserves, there's nothing else that you can do in that particular time frame, and that's how that's going to go about. The final bit about the rotation policy is that after the break, which is the teams that will be advancing into the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and then the finals, of course, as well, the rotation policy is not going to be in effect. So team leaders can freely choose the people that they want to speak with them in the semifinals, quarterfinals, and final matches in and of themselves, right? Okay, so that's everything about the rotation policy. The third bit is about future sessions, and this is extremely important for everyone, right? IVPD necessarily is all about learning and growing as speakers, as individuals who want to learn the art of parliamentary. It necessarily places a sort of moral responsibility on everyone that signed up, that they actively participate in all of the sessions that we're going to hold. There's going to be two sessions. The first on larger argument building is going to happen tomorrow. That's going to be run by Shah Jahan as well as myself. And then we're going to have a mock debate on Thursday. And then from Friday onwards, we're going to have the competition proper. But what this requires is a couple of things on your end. It requires that you guys are on time, that none of you, because you want to maximize the entire process of learning, we will make sure that you guys get the best judges in the English circuit right now, judges from LUMS, from Kinnaird College, from PU, from all over the place. They'll come and give a significant portion of their day just to hear you out, just to judge. These will be adjudicators that are usually judging at a national level. And for them to give such a significant portion of their time is humbling in and of itself. There will also be several of our esteemed senior GCU parliamentary debaters that will come and judge you guys. So it is imperative on you to make sure that you are on time to the competition. That if if the reporting time is 8:30, then you should necessarily be there by 8:35 maximum. If the reporting time is 3 p.m., you should necessarily be there by 3:05 p.m. maximum, right? So that is necessary for you to do, right? And also just necessarily be accommodating to everyone else, right? Just cater to problems, just try to engage with them as best as possible, try to engage with the management staff itself, and do not think that you are alone in this entire process. Even though we might be sitting at our homes, we might be thinking, KR, maybe this isn't as serious as perhaps something that might be happening in GC, but that's not the case. Even in this online space, we are trying to give you the best opportunity, something that GC imbibes in us, this essence of wanting to know more, this courage to know more. And I hope that each and every one of you continues to retain that courage for all the days to come. Thank you very much, everyone. Shahjahan, I will be accepting questions, and I hope you guys obviously might have questions for all of this that I've said. I'd like those questions to be tackled at the end of the session, just at the end, to ensure that we've covered everything that we want to talk about, and none of your questions are part of something that we've already planned to discuss. So now I'll give the mic over to Noor. He'll be describing to you guys the basics of Asians Parliamentary, the format, other technical stuff that needs to be notified by you guys in order to have a productive English IBPD. So yeah, thank you. Noor, you can take it over from here.
Am I audible?
Yes, Noor, you're audible now.
Ibrahim, am I audible?
General Secretary.
Okay, perfect. So, two things.
नूर आवाज थोड़ी हल्की है तो आप थोड़ा ऊंचा बोल लो.
So, two things before. Am I clear now?
Yes, you are.
Shahjahan, can you confirm? Am I clear now?
Yeah, perfect. Loud and clear.
Okay. So, two things before I move on to the Asian parliamentaries format. The first is about the technical stuff. We have already tell people that how to use Zoom, and we are or obviously we are using Zoom for this competition. And on Thursday, especially, or even before starting the tournament on Friday, we will tell you that how to join Zoom breakout rooms, or how to you can say. Like do motion selections or whatnot. So I'm going, and the second thing is about team leaders. One thing you all have to notice is that this is yours and odds tournament, which means that if government college university debating society is ours, it is yours as well. So you have to take this responsibility as well, that you are teaching these people sincerely, not you can say shying away from your burden and just saying that okay, we will do this on the on that day, and the stuff like that. And even few team leaders can have left their team on the day of IBPD Urdu, but I hope they would not left you alone in this IBPD English. Shahjahan, can you please tell me if I am audible?
Yes, no, you're audible. You're perfectly audible.
Okay, so these are two things which I wanted to share, and now I'm gonna share my screen, and then I will tell you that what are. Is my screen visible? Okay, wait. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We can see the Asian roles.
Okay. So okay. So in Asian parliamentary debates, we have two teams which are opposing to each other. And one is government side, which proposes and defends the motion. Second is opposition side, which refute and negates the motion. Each side is comprised of three members. The member of the government side are the following: Prime Minister opens the debate, defines the motion, and advances argument. How, I will tell you later. Deputy Prime Minister, which is called DPM, refutes at first instance the case of the opposition. re-establish the government's claim and advances arguments. They are like government side's argument. Government whip, which is called actually a third speaker of the government side, makes an issue-based rebuttal of the opposition's case and summarize the case of the government. The member of the opposition side are the following. Leader of the opposition, which is called LO, respond directly to the case of the government by giving a direct clash and advances arguments of their side, may challenge the motion if the definition is challengeable. In definitions, you can only challenge the definition if you think that it is not debatable. Otherwise, not challenge the you can say definition, because most of the judges do not feel it like a good way to debate. So if it is only challengeable or if it's not debatable, then you can challenge the definition of leader of opposition. Do not challenge the definition in deputy leader of opposition. Only challenge the definition in the leader of opposition speech. Deputy leader of opposition refutes the case of the deputy prime minister, re-establishes the case of the opposition, and advances an argument, which means he has already a lot of things to refute the case of prime minister and case of deputy prime minister, then also has to establish or reiterate the or hammer the arguments given by his first speaker, and then he has very short time to give only one argument. So most of the judges, or even at the international circuit, it is preferred to give one argument by the deputy prime minister. Even if you have a lot of arguments, you can give. Obviously, if there is no restriction on it. Onto the opposition bit, makes an issue-based rebuttal of the government's and like government side, and summarize the case for the opposition side. Time of speeches. Each speaker is allocated 7 minutes to deliver their constructive speeches. One speaker from each side, from the government, prime minister or deputy prime minister, or from opposition, leader of opposition or DLO is given 4 minutes to deliver a reply speech. The speaker, okay, what is reply speech? I'll tell you at the here. During the but before that, things about POI. During the constructive speeches, point of information may be raised in the by the opposing side. After the first minute up to the 6th minute, POI may be refused or accepted by the speaker. During reply speeches, no POI may be raised. By POI, I mean point of information. Reply speeches. Reply speech is a comparative analysis of the strength and weaknesses of the case of both sides. The aim of the speech is to give a biased judgment as to why should the people support the claim. The speech is first delivered by the opposition side and followed by the government side, who will close the debate. Definitely, the government side will open the debate and close the debate as well. Speaker roles which they have to fulfill. Prime Minister, define context and parameter of the debate. For example, in open motion like this house would support musician, the debate could be contextualized into whether music should be a commodity for trade or it should be available, that is free music, download and transfer. Provide concise. Second thing he has to do, or he or she has to do, is provide concise background or history leading to the issue. Third, give framework of the government bank's case, that is mechanism. If you are giving any policy or any arguments, you have to mechanize it. Shah Jahan will tell you that how to do mechanization in his session, which is by tomorrow. Then argumentation flow. What government's first argument is, what the deputy prime minister will talk about. It is like that if you have 5 line of arguments in your case left, you have to give 1 or 2 arguments to your deputy prime minister, which you have to outline in your first speaker speech, that okay, these are the 5 arguments we are going to have in our debate, and 3 will be given by me, and these are the 2 which my deputy prime minister will tell you. On to the fourth role fulfillment, he or she has to introduce first argument, assert government stand. These are the duties of prime minister to fulfill. The second is deputy prime minister. He or she has to rebut first argument from leader of opposition, rebuttals to PM's argument, which means if the leader of opposition is going to rebut the, obviously he or she has to rebut the case of the case given by the prime minister, or so you have to rebut those rebuttals which he has given in order to refute the case of prime minister's argument. Introduce second and third argument if you have third, or if you have second, which means you have to give your positive case in your speech. Or secondly, lastly, you have to
What
reassert
we
the
are going to
government
explain
stand
is that
and case,
these things
whatever
are
your
important for
prime minister
for
has
what purpose
already
you are.
okay
It is just
laid
humbly
down,
requested
or
everyone to
whatever.
please
So
mute your
he has
mics.
to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just heard someone intruding through his mic.
Okay, okay, sure. So he has to reassert the, or hammer the arguments given by the opposition, the like prime minister of the government side. So that will make your case more strengthened, because you are giving more analysis, or doing or shielding the, basically shielding the argument of given by prime minister. Uh, or what are the duties of government whip? Government whip has to refute deputy leader of opposition and leader of opposition, rebuttals to DPM and the prime minister arguments, provide a deeper level of analysis for previous arguments and rebuttals. He cannot, or he or she cannot give new arguments, but new angles of argument should be given, which means कि if if I have laid down the argument that uh, for example, this house would ban smoking, that we should ban smoking because of the fact that passive smoking is affecting people. So you cannot simply come up and uh, say that okay, we should ban smoking because of the fact that they are injurious to health or whatnot, because that is not already already talked about. Your DPM or prime minister hasn't talked about these things. So you have to give an other angle of that. Okay, why passive smoking is not okay in your case, because it is affecting other people's life, or these kind of the things. So you can give an other angle, but cannot give an other new argument. This Shah Jahan will definitely be talking in his session tomorrow. And lastly, he has to do two things: brief summary of entire case of the government side, reassert government stand and case. Here is one thing important which I am really sorry because I have missed to write here, but I have written above, which is you have to make issues. Do not do like okay, they have said this passive smoking, so here is the rebuttal. Tell us, or tell the judge, that why like how many issues are there in debate. For example, the first issue is second issue is that it is injurious to health, and third issue is like passive smoking or whatever. So how you are going to solve those issues in your model, and if it is not solved in your model, how you are decreasing in your model, and why your model is even better on these three issues from the model of the opposition side. So these are very important things to notice. On to the opposition side, leader of opposition. He agree or disagree with the context or parameter of the debate. Any definition challenges if you want to do, if you want to give you accusation of squirreling, like or unfair setup should be made from the leader of opposition speech and no later. Because if you would not challenge the context, you will not tell that they are squirreling the motion, or even the context is unfair because it is not debatable, or it is even debatable at the only at the side of the government, not at the side of the opposition, and opposition do not have a fair chance to play on the grounds. So definitely you should challenge them from the very get go, not in the second speaker speech, because definitely they will say that okay, you have accepted that thing in our first speaker speech, now you have to carry on with this system which we are already running. So second speaker cannot do that. Rebut the prime minister's he has
Noor, you've
prime minister's
become
argument, the
inaudible.
framework. Yeah, from where?
Just a couple of seconds ago, जो पिछली बात थी उसको repeat कर दो.
Okay, so Second introducing,
speaker one is.
I think I was talking about leader of opposition, right? And it was like rebut prime minister's argument, give framework for opposition case. If op agrees to problem, then their case should provide solution or at least effectively. Yeah, it's that. I don't know where I left my.
It's okay, just continue वहीं से जहाँ पे हो.
Okay, wait. I was on leader of opposition, right? So give framework or opposition case. If agrees to problem, then their case should be provide solution or at least effectively highlights how government proposal will worsen the situation. Can someone please mute your mic? Okay, so which means if when prime minister's argument has been rebutted, now what you are going to do is to give framework for opposition's case. If ops agree to the problem, like the problem that passive smoking is existing or is a problem, then they have to give the solution that how they are going to solve in their case and how much likely how is there much likely chances that it is going to decrease in their at their side of the house. So this is something important then they have to do. Secondly, then their case should provide solutions which I already talked, or at least effectively highlight how government proposal will worsen the situation. That they can give a argument that okay, passive smoking is existing in the world or in the status quo, and it is an issue. But when you will implement that policy, that will get more worsened because of the black system or whatnot. So government will not get to know that how to deal with these kind of situation. So you can run these kind of arguments to actually give the or to show these government sides more worse than yours. So and the third thing he has to do is to introduce first opposition argument, assert opposition stand. These are the duties of leader of opposition to fulfill. Deputy leader of opposition, he has to rebut DPM and PM's argument, मतलब deputy prime ministers or prime minister's argument which they have laid down, for example, passive smoking or whatever. Secondly, he has to rebut or she has to rebut rebuttals to LO's argument. For example, if LO's argument was that okay, these health okay, health injuries and these kind of things are not only happening just because of the smoking, they could happen due to the industrial smoke as well. So if the opposition has given a rebuttal, any rebuttal to that argument, then he has to rebut that rebuttal to shield the argument or to save the argument on the side of opposition. Introduced first and second if any argument he has with him. Research opposition stand, matlab rehammer or hammer the case of opposition. These are the duties of deputy prime minister. Opposition whip, he or she has the same duties or they have same duties like the government whip have. For example, rebut DM and PM argument, rebut rebuttals to LO and DO argument, provide a deeper level of analysis for previous arguments and rebuttal. No new argument, but new angle of arguments should be given. Reassert opposition stand and case. What about reply speeches? Can only be done by either first or second speaker from each bench, which means DPM or PM from the government side can only give reply speeches, or LO or DLO from the opposition side can only give reply speeches. Uh, Secondly, provide a biased or oral adjudication of why the debate should go to own bench, which means that if I am adjudicator, I am giving you the critique that why this debate go to that side. You have to become a kind of adjudicator on that time. Do not say that okay, I am giving decision that because I am adjudicator. Reply speaker is as speaker as he is as the LO or DPM or other speakers are. So he has to just show that why their side of the house wins this debate, or he has to give new example to expand on discussed example is usually allowed. It makes the reply speech sound fresh as opposed to verbal uh, lastly he has to reassert a stand like what is the strategy, what was the strategy of opposition, or if he is giving or she is giving speech from the side of proposition, he or she has to reassert their standard, what kind of strategy they came up with, and why that strategy is better than proposition or opposition, or why they actually take this match, or why their model is actually trying to solve this problem. That was the format which we are going to follow, and these are the roles which we are going to fulfill in the IBPD English. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Noor, for that.
Thank you, Noor. Thank you, Noor.
Yes. Now I would like for people to ask questions if they have any in regards to either the rules and regulations that I described on my end or those that were talked about by Noor. Yes, Shah Jahan, you've been waiting for a while. You can ask your question.
Yeah. Am I fairly audible?
Yes, you're fairly audible. Although Uncle Sam was communist, network bandwidth is low.
Uncle Sam was definitely a communist, but we'll leave it for another day. Okay, so my question basically is about rotation policy. So simply by virtue of mathematical probability, for example, there can arise such a situation where a speaker cannot be used. For example, if I use speaker A and B for match 1, speaker B and C for match 2, and speaker A and C for match 3, which means that I haven't used the quota which speaker D deserved of 2 matches, because he can only speak for a round because I have completed all other speakers within 3 rounds, right? That's how mathematics kind of work. Some speakers usually do that, right? In such an instance, would that be calculated as a violation of the rotation policy? And what kind of a punitive measure would then be taken?
Could you repeat that math that you did? Because I believe that the mathematics checks out within this particular instance.
That is.
Could you perhaps,
Yeah,
rather than saying
that's
A and B, put yourself as a team leader and then discuss this?
Okay. I get it, Ibrahim. That is the reason why we are studying social sciences and not mathematics. Okay. Okay. So, for example, if I have 4 members in my team, say Ibrahim, Iza, Munib, and Noor. Let's say if I use Iza and Noor for round 1, Munib and Noor for round 2, and Iza and Munib for round 3, and now I haven't used per se Osja at all, right? My 4th speaker, he can only speak for 1 preliminary round. Would I be punished for the fact that I used him in a way that did not leave space for the 4th speaker, and he can only be speaking 1 round? Does that make sense?
Munib, question is
sorry.
Okay, so answer
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm saying.
शाहजहां, आपके जो सवाल का आंसर है वो ये है कि okay, mathematics can work like the way you are telling, but or mathematics can work for or side as well, in which we are saying कि okay, we can engage more people by this rotation policy. So if you are using speaker A or speaker B for one time, do not use speaker B for the second round and use speaker C instead of his or her. Or in the third round, speak that D speaker into your match instead of using that B which you used in the first round. Then use that A or D again in the fourth round, so that you can complete the combo which we are trying to give. So this is how you can actually complete your whole team members in IBPD. So you can it is a basic mathematics that you have to you have to give opportunity to one or to a speaker to speak 2 rounds in IBPD. So and we have run that thing in Urdu IBPD. So which means that it is possible to do so. So if you knew that how to do that, so you can obviously. So I don't think so. It is a very big issue. So that's how it will work. If anyone else have or has any questions. Shahjahan, am I audible? If anyone else can confirm, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Noor,
you are
you're
audible.
audible. If anyone else has a question, you can go ahead and ask.
Yeah. Seeing none, so Ibrahim, I think we should move on.
Right. Of course, to answer a little bit the question that Shah Jahan asked, Noor, to a large extent, already answered that. But of course, the mathematics on this is only faulty in one instance where a team leader would make it, so that like there would be very specific choices that a team leader would be making that would put him in a situation where for a fourth round he will not have the rest of his three speakers. So according to the math, if you are using the first speaker and the second speaker to speak the first round, and then the third and the second speaker to speak the second round, and then the third and the first speaker to speak the third round. That leaves you with the fourth round, but you've already used up your quota for the other three speakers. That's malicious use, as we see it, of the rotation system. And the team leaders themselves should know that this policy in itself is made so the maximum amount of people are speaking. So in such an event, you guys, of course, this is why it's so important that you realize that you are managers as well as speakers within this entire tournament. So you have to make sure that people are as inclusively allowed to speak within this entire competition as possible. And you're not misusing your ability to pick and choose and the rotation policy in and of itself, right? So yeah, I hope that that largely is going to be how it's going to be dealt with. Other than that, the final thing that I would like to tell you guys is about team names. We're hopeful that by the end of today, you guys are going to be in contact with your team leaders, with your teammates, and that you mutually come together and think of a cool, fun team name. Last time we had really interesting names such as Surk Salam, Nusrat at 3 a.m., such as Rasode Mein Kaun Tha. All of these are really fun. And we're hoping this time around you also have a little bit of fun with team names. Please just make sure that you're not being offensive to a particular minority group or any ethnicity or gender within your team name. And that it's just good fun that you want to poke at some meme or something like that. Whatever you guys decide, just please be aware that you have to stay a little bit mature with your team name. Other than that, I think this wraps up today's introductory session. We're so thankful to our president, Zuhaib Alam, who gave us so much of his time today. We know that you have an extremely busy schedule, and it's really difficult for you to make time, but we're so glad that you did. For all of the new speakers that are going to be speaking within English IVPD. Thank you, Noor, for that presentation. We'll send the document within the IVPD English group as well, so that everyone who wants to access it can do so. I'll try to make sure that the recording of this introduction is also put on YouTube, and I'll send a link to the group itself so that if you guys want to revisit a question, you can always have access to that, as well as you can always ask questions from me or Noor if you have any throughout the competition or even before that. We're going to have 2 more sessions after this one. The second is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be on basic argumentation, and we'll go into depth of how to build an argument, how to deliver an argument, a little bit about case prep, and all of those things will be discussed. We have a document for that as well that Shah Jahan will be discussing with you guys tomorrow. Then finally on Thursday, we'll also have a mock debate that all of our senior speakers, some team leaders, perhaps even myself, will be speaking in, that will allow you to get a fair understanding of what Asian parliamentary format like visually looks like. So you'll have an optical reference for that. And just generally let you know that how debates can be so much fun, and engaging with them could be such a great learning experience. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Good day, Ibrahim. Good day. Allah Hafiz.